I don't know why you would continue to do it the hard way when you can literally post 2 to 3 posts per day. Per day in only 3 to 4 hours a month if you plan it strategically. Why people think it takes hours and hours to manage a social media and create tons of content at scale that's still actually valuable is beyond me, but I think it's just because some of us have been made aware of the ways to scale your content output while it's still remaining relatively effortless by using AI, but still making sure to add in that human touch that is literally at the root of all connection and communication that means anything. So, if you're tired of spending so much time trying to create social media content, come up with ideas like, oh, I don't know what my audience likes. I don't know what to post today. I have this offer that I want to promote, but I just don't have the time. There's just so many stressors around creating content for social media for business owners. And I'm here today to simplify everything for you and to make it something that actually generates revenue for your business, because we all know we're not on social media just because it's fun. I mean, I have fun doing it. I don't know about you, but I know you're trying to make money from social media if you're a brand, if you're a business, and that's why you're on there. So let's get into it. First of all, the person who needs this most is a busy business owner who either is trying to do all of the social media themselves, playing around in Canva all day, or just trying to record or take pictures as much as you can, or talking about your offer, just sharing on your stories or going live on IG. If you feel like you're hustling and constantly trying to show up online, but it feels like it's kind of falling flat, or maybe even it feels a bit salesy and too promotional and it feels kind of icky to you, this is for you. Also, this is for you if you're someone who has outsourced your social media to a random employee. Oftentimes, I see it in small businesses. They put it on the front desk or administrative people to manage the social media. And while this can be a great experience for them in learning, if you want to actually have a sales funnel that produces real business results, you want to be a bit more strategic than that. So this is for you too, if that's you. Now, this is a signature framework that I've developed because I was in your exact same position where I was trying to be everywhere at once in Facebook groups, constantly commenting about my offers on those posts that you see in all of the entrepreneur groups where they're like, promote here, and hearing crickets from it. I was trying to do YouTube videos every day. I was posting blogs on my website every day. Posting on social media, making videos for TikTok, just literally doing it all manually, trying everything. And through all of this trial and error, I have figured out the strategy that works. And yes, I did name it after my name, the C.A.S.E.Y method. So starting off with C, the letters are C.A.S.E.Y. Starting off with C, which stands for clarity. You need to actually have clarity in what it is you're offering and who you are as a brand, as a personality, as a business. Because a lot of times what happens is people are just trying to make money wherever they can, being just as promotional as they possibly can, selling every product, talking about every service, every discount that they can possibly think of to try to start generating sales, instead of focusing in on one core offer, one core goal or outcome that you're trying to achieve. Finding clarity in that will literally put you so far ahead of the competition who don't even know what they're selling or promoting. They have no idea what they actually stand for or what they want. So, finding clarity in your offer and who you are as a business, getting to know your brand personality, how you like to show up. I'm someone who's super fun, loving, and has a lot of personality, and I have ADHD, and I talk about that a lot. So integrating those aspects of my personality into my business is crucial for me because it has to feel authentic. We all know when something is authentic, you can feel it through the screen. So clarifying this part of your personality is going to be super helpful as well. Next, we need to find alignment in our messaging and with our audience, okay? So we've clarified our offer and we understand who we are. Our messaging and the way we show up needs to reflect that. If you hold yourself to a high standard of professionalism, you need to have high quality photos, you need to have high quality copy, you need to have everything high quality to reflect that value of your personality. If you're someone who is bright and fun and cheery, you want your messaging, you want your visuals, you want all of that to align with that core part of your personality. So your messaging and everything needs to really resonate with and showcase who you are. And the second part of this alignment is going into your audience and aligning with what they want. A lot of this boils down to getting to know the demographic and psychographic information of who is most likely to buy from you. You can do that by analyzing past clients, by analyzing competitors and the type of people who are most likely to buy from them, but really getting to know, even directly asking people and going to ask questions to an actual person, getting to know people and aligning your message with that person so that it resonates on an emotional level is absolutely key to your content strategy. Okay. Next, we're moving on to S, which stands for storytelling with strategy. There's a 5-part story framework that I will be linking in the comments below. This story framework is basically the outline for how any good story is built. You have an intro into the scenario, you have tension that's being built, you have a climax where there's a resolution, and every good story follows this framework that I will link down below in the description. And whenever you focus on storytelling in all of your content, whether you're making written blog posts or captions or graphic posts or sharing a video, capturing and delivering a story through this media is the #1 way to connect emotionally with your audience because that's what drives humans. We are psychologically primed for resonating with a story, and especially a hero of a story. Yeah, so always try to incorporate storytelling as much as you can into the content you're creating. You will definitely see more engagement and you will feel so much more emotionally connected to the audience that you're creating for. Next, we have E, which is engage and embody. Genuinely putting in an effort every single day to embody this role of a leader and going out to serve your community, stepping into the role of an authority in your niche, and truly taking on the task of serving your community and however you help them. This has a lot to do with your personal mindset, and I think routines and habits can also help you with embodying and engaging as a leader as well. But this is something that does just require mindset work and being aware of yourself and developing your own awareness of what is going on in your mind and what is actually driving you in your business. Because when you can connect with that and embody that, it's so much easier to truly give of yourself to your audience. And that's ultimately what will lead to success in your business. Lastly, we have Y, and that stands for your systems. So at the beginning of this post, I was talking about how I am able to make 2 to 3 posts per day in only 3 to 4 hours per month. The way I'm able to do this is by scaling my output through AI and systems. I heavily rely on ChatGPT for copywriting and coming up with ideas for content. However, I wouldn't say it's just a copy and paste strategy whenever I'm using ChatGPT. It's a great way to get the juices flowing and to amplify your workflow. However, just copying pasting straight up what it gives you every time, unless you give it an absolutely stellar prompt, is going to be a mistake because it just reads like AI every single time. And I can always spot it. And also the dashes that it gives every single time it's making a text post, it has way too many hyphens. And the way it talks is always, it's not this, it's that. It's not just this, it's that. And I'm sure we've all continued to see a rise in content of this type. So utilize it well and make sure you're creating masterful prompts whenever you're using ChatGPT in your content creation process, because what it gives you will end up being so much more helpful than if you just give it a very basic, simple prompt, copy and paste that. And very few people will be likely to truly communicate and engage with that because they can tell it's from AI. So that is everything about the C.A.S.E.Y method. This is how I'm able to create content each month that is aligned with my audience, so that way it truly engages, emotionally resonates, and prompts them to want to work with me. And it's how I'm able to make humanized content at scale, 2 to 3 posts per day in only 3 to 4 hours per month. If you want to learn more about the C.A.S.E.Y method, I will link the full blog post outlining everything about it in the description below. Let me know if this was helpful. I am so excited to start putting out more long-form YouTube videos like this. I've been on TikTok and Instagram and all the social media platforms for forever, and dipping my toes into long-form video content is very fun so far. So, take care everyone. Bye!